and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on here, on this verse. This is again the verse where Rupa Goswami says that this meditation on Krishna is suitable for the Sadhaka Rupa and the Siddha Rupa. The Sadhaka Rupa and the Siddha Rupa, both. And in his commentary, Jiva Goswami says Sadhaka Rupa refers to the physical body, Siddha Rupa refers to the body which is suitable for one's desired service and which has been developed by internal meditation. Which has been developed by internal meditation. So as one goes through this process of internal meditation, that body develops. My own personal analogy for this is like if you buy a packet of seeds. You ever buy a little paper packet of seeds? Let's say you didn't break open the packet. Let's say you just put the whole packet in water. The packet would dissolve and the seeds would start to grow. That's what we're doing. We throw the whole packet, because right now our Siddha Rupa is like a seed. It's not really manifest. We throw the whole thing in water and our subtle body dissolves. That's the definition of Jivan Mukta. The subtle body dissolves and the spiritual body starts to manifest. So our meditation on Krishna does this. By meditating on Krishna and Krishna's associates in Vrindavan, it dissolves the subtle body, which is made up of the mind going about a gazillion material things, and it manifests our spiritual body. And here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, one performs service with Sadhaka Rupa and with the Siddha Rupa. The Siddha Rupa is a body which is suitable for serving Vraja Krishna and the particular type of bhava one desires, and which appears through intercontemplation. So by inner contemplation, this body will gradually appear. One should follow after the dear devotees of Krishna, such as Radha, Lalita, Vishaka, Rupa Manjari, and persons like Rupa and Sanatana. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur basically says, in internal meditation, one starts following after Yasoda and Lalita, and external activities, we're following after people like Rupa and Sanatana, who appear as Sadhaka Rupas. And to answer the question about, how do you do anything if you're absorbed in this Pratyadhara Samadhi, the idea here is that simultaneous in Raganuga Bhakti, not at the same instant, but during the same period. For example, for some hours one will meditate, and the rest of the day one will do deity service and chanting. So one will do some activities in the Sadhaka group and some activities in the Siddha group. I did also mention, let's do this now. Prabhupada later on in this purport, and it's not really Prabhupada's purport, it's really Bhaktisiddhanta's purport that's being quoted by Srila Prabhupada, and this is another very important point I want to make in terms of the criticisms we have from other groups. And Prabhupada says here, at that stage, a devotee can follow in the footsteps of one of the eternal associates of Krishna in Vrindavan. This is called Raganuga Bhakti. To be executed in the Shanta Ras when one appears to be like Krishna's cows, or the stick or flute in the hand of Krishna, or the flowers around Krishna's neck. In the Dasa Ras, one follows in the footsteps of servants like Chitraka, Patraka, or Raktaka. So here Prabhupada's telling you, if as you meditate on Krishna and as you advance, you start getting these general feelings. Remember we talked about getting a general feeling? I think I'm one of Krishna's servants. I think I'm one of Krishna. Then what do you do? How do you deepen your meditation? My point here is Prabhupada's giving a step-by-step sadhana for Raganuga. If anyone tells you, Srila Prabhupada's not giving a step-by-step sadhana for Raganuga Bhakti, you just have to look at these purports. When that general feeling starts to awaken, I want to be Krishna's lover, I want to be Krishna's mother, I want to be Krishna's friend, what do? You meditate on one of these associates. Prabhupada's giving the example of Yasoda, but here he's giving the list of on what associates does one meditate. Shantaras, you meditate on Krishna's cows, or the stick, or the flute, or the flowers. In Dasiras, you meditate on Chitraka, Patraka, Raktaka. In Friendly Ras, you meditate on Balaram, Sridham, or Sudam. Vatsala Ras, Nanda and Yasoda. In Madhurya, Radharani, or Lalita, or Rupa and Rati. So it's very simple. If as your meditation gets deeper and you get free from the anarthas, you start thinking, I'm one of Krishna's gopis. Then you meditate on the activities, if you're one of the Sakis, on Lalita, and if you're one of the Manjaris, on Rupa Manjari. Is that simple? It's not complicated. Now you've already been meditating on all the residents of Vrindavan, but now you're particularly meditating on that resident that you want to follow. And then Prabhupada says there's another, and I didn't print out that purple, that the samadhi done with the mind is not ultimate samadhi. Remember we talked about that samadhi where you're witnessing? The samadhi where you enter into Krishna's lila, the ultimate samadhi, that is not done with the mind. That's done by revelation, that Krishna manifests his pastimes within your heart and invites you in. As I was also just hearing this morning, Prabhupada said that no one can ultimately get free of the material energy without the grace of God. And Lord Kapila Dev describes that one uses the mind as a hook to attract the Lord. So one concentrates one meditation more and more and more until one enters into samadhi with the mind. And then Krishna becomes attracted. And he says, oh, it's something like you prepare a room for a guest. You clean the room, you put flowers in the room, you prepare a meal, you light some incense, you light some lamps, but the guest has to come into the room. So then Krishna manifests in the heart, he manifests his activities, and he invites you to join. And that kind of samadhi is not happening on the material platform. The first kind of samadhi is happening on the material platform. Great. Should we just briefly see this? So we are engaged in a process of Raganuga Bhakti, although in the beginning it can be called Vaidhi Bhakti. Or Vaidhi Bhakti is we're practicing to enter into Raganuga Bhakti. And Srila Prabhupada's given the prescription for Raganuga Bhakti in purports such as this. What to do. First of all, how to get there, how to get from beginning stages to Raganuga Bhakti. And when that starts to awaken, how do you progress further? He's giving step-by-step guidance. What to do. And that can be understood through the stages of remembrance. But everybody should be remembering Krishna and Krishna's associates. When? All the time. With the mood of becoming attached. The mood of becoming attached. Attached means there's some emotional component. That should be out. So I'm sorry for going over. I thought that this was important. Okay, let's see if I can do anything with these. Is there any particular qualification for receiving instruction from Chaitya Guru? Everyone receives instruction from Chaitya Guru. What would be the reason for this situation, considering? If we're talking just from Chaitya Guru means Krishna in your heart. In 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the story of Madhura Ikshana and her husband who dies in the forest. When he dies, a Brahmin comes and says, I'm your unknown friend. And Prabhupada says that just like when the Guru leaves the planet, if one is strictly following, then Krishna from the heart enlightens the planet. But everybody's receiving instruction from Chaitanya. Even the spiders are receiving instruction from Chaitanya. Those who are speculating about Krishna, are they also progressing toward Krishna? It depends on whether it's mental speculation or philosophical speculation. If it's mental speculation, well, at least you're talking about Krishna, that has some value, but it's not pleasing to Krishna. Philosophical speculation is one that Prabhupada says at the beginning of the 14th chapter, one should study this chapter with using philosophical speculation. Mental speculation is, I wonder if Krishna is a thief. I wonder if Krishna is, maybe we're all Krishna. Maybe. That's mental speculation. Philosophical speculation is, Krishna says he's a taste of water. How is Krishna a taste of water?